There's a lot of excitement in the air as we once again come to Faisalabad for an international. It's a 3 ODI series for the KFC presents Vigotel Mobile ODI Series 2025. First ODI from Iqbal Stadium, Faisalabad. It's Shaheen Shah Afridi's men versus Britsky's Proteas. The toss was won by Shaheen Afridi. He decided to bowl first.
We've got 3 debutants for South Africa in Pretorius and Ferreira and Kishile. Well, we've got Quinton de Kock back after 2 years at the ODI level, and South Africa opting for the 2 frontline spinners as well in George Linder and Quinton, or rather Dion Fortuin, along with Ngidi and Williams to make up that bowling quartet.
A new leader in Shaheen Shah Afridi. Fakhr makes the comeback. Saim, Babar, Rizwan, Salman Ali Agha. The middle order and the top order looks pretty decent. Then there's a lot of spin options for Shaheen Afridi in the shape of Nawaz and Abrar. Salman himself. Saim Ayub has become a frontliner with the ball these days, so he'll be used quite well here by Pakistan. Here we go, first ball. Oh, on the bounce. The ball just stopping a little bit, and that's going to be the key here. How you adjust, how you adapt on a pitch where the balls may just stop a bit on you. How beautiful is that? How lovely is that straight drive? Meeting the ball with the full face of the blade, and there, just letting the world know how talented this guy is. Nice, really nicely punched through the offside. Shaheen Shah Afridi will give up the chase. Great piece of timing and placement. Yeah, that is such a good shot. Once again, pure timing from another left-hander on the pads and put away through square leg for 4. Now, how cool is that? That really is something very special from a special talent. Nice bit of timing. Now that is regal, absolutely regal.
Gives him the charge, up and over. The angled and open bat face will get Luandre Pretorius 4 to close the over out. Now Quinton de Kock has an answer even better than that. Brings up the 50 for South Africa and the first big 6 of the evening. Just through. He moved early but not quite out of the middle. And this outfield very quick. Once again the ball flies, and it will fly into the Faisalabad crowd. For the second time now for South Africa, this time courtesy Luandre Pretorius. A dream start for young Luandre Pretorius. On ODI debut for the Proteas, he brings up his maiden half-century. It's been a fine knock from a very fine prospect from South Africa. Catch it! Just over the tallest man on the field. And Quinton de Kock, just breaking shackles, picks up 4. Ball flies, and once again a similar result. That is now 2 6s to Quinton de Kock. Pakistan have no answers to this onslaught so far.
Catch it, and well, it's taken brilliantly. Really is a cracker at point. He's batting so well. A little bit of flight, the ball gripped and spun.
Yeah, an excellent piece of bowling. Just slowed it up outside the off stump. But that's also an excellent catch by Mohamed Nawaz at point. Pretorius, he goes for 57. South Africa 98 for 1. Oh, new better to the crease for South Africa. Tony de Zorzi.
That's chipped into the gap. Has enough force to make it to the fence. Down the track, lifts it effortlessly, gets it across for a 6. What a strike that is. Seriously good strike.
An excellent sweep shot by Quinton de Kock. It takes him to 50, coming off just 50 deliveries.
Playing an ODI after a gap of 2 years. And gets a great response from the dugout, from the fans here.
Bowled him! Chopped it on! Naseem Shah with the wicket that was very well needed for Pakistan.
We saw some great scenes from Quinton de Kock in this innings thus far, but unfortunately sees the back of him by that man Naseem Shah. Well played, 63. South Africa 141 for 2.
South African one-day international skipper Matthew Bretsky makes his way out.
Powered away by Tony de Zorzi.
Gone! The slow delivery, the chip back to the bowler. Saim has 2. South Africa 3 down.
Well, we spoke briefly about the opportunity to bowl it straight to line. It brings 3 dismissals into play. And that leading edge, particularly with the ball turning away, sees the back of Tony de Zorzi. And Sam Ayub, well, he's elated. And the 3rd wicket goes begging for South Africa. It's 147.
In at 5 for South Africa, Sinethemba Kashile.
Yeah, it's a short one, but this time around he got a healthy piece of willow on that and dissected 2 fielders out in the deep for a boundary. Kasile brings up his first boundary. Around the wicket again, it's been airborne. He's picked the gap, Kasile, and he's going to pick up a 2nd boundary to his account this evening. It's over pitched again, and guess what? This time round he's dissected the fielders at mid-off and mid-on with a classical straight drive down the ground. Yeah, it's good to see this crowd's in. Cricket back in Faisalabad after 17 years, and they've come out in their numbers.
This time around goes aerial, does the distance. That'll be a pressure releaser for the captain.
Last ball, it was short, it's pulled, and it's going to pick up another boundary, Metro Brielska. Oh, it's airborne, and the easiest of catches at backward point. Fakhar Zaman into the action.
He was getting the ball to grip. A lot of turn on that occasion. Since he backed away too much from the leg stump, wasn't in control. But Fakhar was. An easy take for him, and he's amongst the wickets. Mohammad Nawaz, the left armour. Good contribution from Kashile. 22, it's 191 for 4.
Yeah, it brings to the crease the South African T20 captain, Donovan Ferreira. Oh, it's short, it was picked up, and it was deposited for a maximum. Yeah, sharp foot movement from the captain, Brielska.
That's up in the air, catch it is the call. Fielder should take this, and he does. Babar Azam under the ball, safe as houses. Abrar picks up his first for tonight.
Yeah, smiles all around for Pakistan. They understand the impact of the situation of the game. 14 overs left. And the powerhouse of Ferreira. We saw a few dot balls. Felt the pressure and looks for the big one. And straight to Babar Azam, who does the rest. Ferreira, he goes for 3. South Africa, 202 for 5.
202 on the board, and into the middle walks George Linder.
And that's the edge. That sees the back of George Linder.
Pace on delivery, the angle around the off stump. And a faint tickle to Mohammad Rizwan, who obliges. George Linder looks back in disgust. Naseem Shah can have the last dance. 7 overs, he's picked up 2 so far. Linder goes for 2, South Africa 209 for 6. And out walks Corbin Bosch. Nicely placed, nicely timed, and very effective from Bosch to pick up 4.
Oh, he timed it too well. Timed it too well to reach that fielder, who did a grand job to hold on to that one.
Yeah, wanted to go maybe a little bit more squarer. Yeah, easily held, beautifully held, sliding and making sure that he grabbed the ball, and so he's done. For 42, it's 2-8 for 7. New man in, beyond 14. Oh, that's close. Wrong and wrapped in front of the stumps. And I'm sure that he'll have to take the long walk back. Is asked for a review.
Pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets hitting. Shoykot, you can still your original decision of out.
Looked absolutely out when things were going live. Review taken, not to be. South Africa lose a review, lose a wicket. Not of just one delivery. 228 for 8. Oh, that's gone into the gap. 4. Nicely struck by Bosch. Half tracker put away into the gap for another boundary. That was absolutely muscled. Beautiful shot. Really is one hell of a shot. There's that big shot into the gap. That's gone. Absolutely gone. Couple of bounces over the rope. Oh, ball him. Richly deserved this, Shine Afridi. We saw the entire range of how to bowl in death overs, the Yorkers, the slow balls, the balls keeping away from the reach of the batsman. Bosch has been striked out.
Yeah, he's bowled so well, Shaheen Shah Afridi, in all of his spells. And he needed to be rewarded. But a good contribution from Bosch of 41 from 40 deliveries, 262 for 9.
Bowl him, slow ball attempted, and he's done. He's looking at the umpire. No dramas, no accidents. I think that's the end of the innings. Tremendous last 55 balls, 52 runs, 4 wickets for Pakistan, and this was beautifully done off cutter.
Yeah, of late he's been over-relying on these slow deliveries. And he has picked many wickets with those slow deliveries.
He bowled magnificently, led them from the front. Tremendous results for Pakistan in the death part of the innings.
One time South Africa was actually threatening Pakistan to breach 300 runs. But they managed well, started to pick up wickets at the right intervals, and were able to restrict South Africa to 263, which is, for me, gettable.
Shine Afridi was outstanding with the death part bowling effort. Naseem Shah picked up 3 for Abrar, 2 for Siam, 1 for Nawaz. Right, then Pakistan need 264 runs of 50 overs at 5.28 RPO.